Right. So again, good afternoon. And for this, we are going to talk about, for this session, we're going to talk about, again, lettuce production. Okay, so maybe we can start. So lettuce production is one of the most popular salad vegetable yung lettuce, and scientifically known as Lactuca sativa, and it's very high in fiber kaya maganda siya for dieting, ideal vegetable for those who are very conscious of their diet. And there are also many types of lettuce, and yung most popular sa atin locally is yung crisp head type na which includes, could be green or light green varieties, no? And the loose leaf type will may include, meron tayong mga red varieties, browns, dark green, apple green, and we also have chard use varieties, and others are romaine or cos and butterhead. So there are actually 411 hectares of lettuce now planted in the Philippines as an update as of 2005. And our top producers are the Cordillera Administrative Region, and Region 10 and Region 7. Okay, so actually seconds. Okay, so for the nutritional value, we have for every 100-gram edible portion of this lettuce leaves, we have 94% water actually. So more on water lang siya, and even it has very less protein and less than 1 gram na fat, fiber, ash, and of course very minimal na energy value. Kaya it's really good for dieting. So however, also the nutritional properties will differ among different types of lettuce, no, as I have mentioned. So like the leafy types may contain more micronutrients than the head types, while the dark green types, meron silang more carotene, iron, and vitamin C, and the butterhead types have more nutritious than crisp head lettuce. So these are the different commercial varieties. For the crisp head type, we have Bravo, Grande, Great Lakes, 54, and President. So for the loose leaf type naman, we have Coril, Palbala, Grand Rapids, Green Coral, and Greenspan, Lolo Bionda, Lolo Rosa, and Panorama. And also for the butterhead type, we have Great Lakes and Okayama Salad. And romaine or cost type naman, we have Green Towers and Tyrol. No? For the seedling production, we actually need mga about 150 to 200 grams of seeds per hectare. And you have to prepare 5 seed bed as well na nagme-measure each of 1 by 10 meter. Then also the soil that you're going to put there is pulverized, incorporated with 1 kilogram fully decomposed chicken manure and 300 kilogram carbonized rice hull per square meter. And then of course you have to wet the seed beds and make shallow lines about 7 to 10 centimeter apart. And then prior to that, isoak mo yung seeds in a warm water for 4 hours lang, and then air dry, and isow mo doon sa shallow lines thinly, and then cover lightly with soil and mulch with rice hull or chopped rice straw or wire fiber. And then iprick mo na siya after how many days to nursery trays at 2-leaf stage. So pag dalawa na yung kanyang leaves, pwede mo na siya i-prick, you water regularly, provide partial shade during the dry season, at kailangan naman na ng rain shelter kapag rainy season. So to harden the seedlings, it means that exposing them into harsh environment, it should be done 1 week before transplanting. I-decrease mo yung frequency ng watering and exposing them full to sunlight para ma-minimize yung transplant shock during transplanting. And you can transplant them at 3 weeks after breaking. So, before naman siya i-transplant, kailangan prepared mo na yung land by plowing and harrowing the field twice. And you have prepare or raise the beds about 1 meter wide and 0.75 meter apart naman. And of course, incorporate 1 kilogram fully decomposed chicken manure and 300 grams carbonized rice hull per square meter. And then apply rice straw, mulch or mulching film, or make holes about 30 to 40 centimeter, 2 rows per bed for crisp head, at saka 3 rows naman per bed for loose leaf types. So again, yung crisp head, 2 rows lang kailangan, but for loose leaf types, 3. So when you transplant, you have to water first the holes thoroughly, and then eventually you can transplant 1 seedling per hill. And if during sunny days, transplant the in the afternoon, not on midday, para minimize yung transplant shock, and then replant the missing hills at once. So you apply also fertilizer, no, during transplanting, about 10 grams per hill, complete as a basal fertilizer. And after that, 15 and 30 days after transplanting, pwede ka na mag-side dress with 1:1 mixture ng urea and potassium at the rate of 5 grams per plant for crisp head varieties. Sa loose leaf varieties naman, you only need 1 lang na side dressing of, again, urea at the rate of 5 gram per plant at 15 days after transplanting. So, magkaiba nga yung crisp head and loose leaf type na varieties, no, in terms of fertilization. And you can also apply tea manure and fermented plant juice about once a week para ma-increase pa yung kanyang plant vigor and resistance to pests and fungal diseases. And again, to prepare the tea manure and also the fermented plant juice, this is again the methods, no, which have been mentioned several times already in the past discussion. So for the pest and disease management, we have 2 semi-looper and aphids as the major pest ng lettuce. And if they cannot finish all the leaves, then it will all affect the quality of our lettuce leaves, since leaves are the one that are of commercial value. So to prevent them, you have to prepare hot water spray solution by mixing 100 grams macerated hot pepper in 16-liter water, and you can add 1 tablespoon soap and use as botanical spray against this pest. And bacterial rot can also be minimized by mulching naman and or solar sterilization, no, if you have mainit na day or solar. And for 1 week naman of prepare beds before transplanting. So after harvesting, you can harvest the crisp head lettuce at 45 to 60 days. So mas matagal siya from transplanting kapag yung head niya are firm. And for loose leaf lettuce naman, they can be harvested actually whenever they are needed, no? Preferably, of course, before siya mag 2 years or after 1 year, no? It means magbo-bolting na kasi siya for the 2nd year para sa kanyang flowering. So before that, you can harvest your lettuce anytime kapag loose leaf lettuce siya. And for large scale planting naman, you have to sort the heads in the field and pack immediately in perforated cardboard boxes. So if available, meron the vacuum cooling to about 1 degree Celsius is best. And during transportation, you maintain 4 degrees Celsius. So madali lang naman ang kanyang harvesting and post-harvest handling. And what we need The total cost for the variable cost, including the labor and so on, is total to 34,540. And with materials, we have a overall total of 67,440 plus the contingency of 15%, which is 10K. So we have a grand total cost of 77,556 only. But if you have a marketable yield of 12 to 15 tons per hectare, with a farm gate price na 20, so multiply mo yan, so magkakaroon ka ng gross income of 240 to 300,000, or minus the expenses, you can have a net income of 162,000 to 222,000, which is very profitable na siya. Okay, so do you have any questions or clarification regarding the production guide before we proceed with the video presentation? Yes. Okay, so before we proceed, again, do you have any question?
Wala naman.
Okay, so shall we have the presentation in video? Okay, so these are just 7 tips, no? This is not tips lang ito kasi we have a lot of videos we can show here. For the full version, we have 1 hour, so you can watch it with your own. And there are also other technologies which I'm going to select first, since we cannot accommodate all the technologies. So let's just watch this one first.
What's up mga ka-agri? Welcome to Agrinihan Channel. Nandito kami para magbigay sa inyo ng mga simplified farming methods. Para sa mga farming tips, solutions, and ideas, mag-subscribe lang po kayo sa aming channel, i-click nyo po yung bell para lagi kayo updated sa mga bagong videos namin lalabas. Ngayon, ibabahagi po namin sa inyo yung 7 tips sa pagtatanim ng lettuce. Tip number 1, seed selection. So before po kayo bumili ng mga buto, alamin po muna natin kung saan tayo magtatanim. Kung yung lugar ba natin ay nasa highland o nasa lowland. Pag sinabi nating highland, yan po yung mga lugar na malalamig tulad po ng Baguio, Benguet, Ifugao. Pag sinabi naman natin lowland, yan po yung mga lugar na mainit. Kasi po yung mga seeds ng lettuce na pang highland, hindi po siya tumutubo sa lowland. Ganon din po yung mga seeds na pang lowland, hindi rin siya tumutubo sa pang highland. Then meron pong tatlong klase ng lettuce, types of lettuce. So meron tayong leaf lettuce, meron din tayong romaine lettuce, meron din tayong iceberg lettuce. So pipili lang po kayo kung alin dyan yung gusto nyong itanim. As long as pang lowland siya o pang highland. Tip number 2, yung sowing o yung pagpupunla. Pwede po natin ito i-direct sowing, pwede rin natin siyang ipunla. Pwede tayong gumamit ng iba't ibang klaseng punlaan, container, egg tray, pwede rin po yung seedling tray para mas madali siyang ilipat. Then yung ating sowing mix, yung best sowing mix based on experience, tsaka yung mga binahagi sa atin ng mga farmer, yung 50% vermicast o dumi ng bulate, tsaka 50% biochar o yung carbonized risal o ipa ng palay. Pwede rin pong 50-50 na combination kung wala po kayong vermicast o carbonized risal, 50% lupa, 50% organic materials. Napakalaking role po ng sowing mix kasi dito po nakasalalay, ito po yung pinaka-foundation ng paglaki po ng mga halaman. Kung wala po siya nakukuha ng nutrients, siguradong payat po yung ating mga punla. Then after natin magpunla, ito po yung common mistakes, nilalagay po nila sa lilim. Kapag ka nasa lilim po yung punla, ang tendency po nun, nahahaba yung mga punla tapos napakadaling mabali. Ako po pinapractice ko yung pagpupunla sa direct sunlight. So nasa initan po yung aking mga punla. Ang ginagawa ko lang, hindi ko hinahayaan matuyo yung lupa na pinagpupunlaan. Kung kailangan magdilig sa umaga, tanghali, gabi, ginagawa ko as long as hindi po matutuyo yung lupa na pinagpupunlaan. Kasi pwede pong mamatay yung ating mga punla. Tip number 3, yung pag-transplant. Pwede tayong mag-transplant sa plat, sa lupa, pwede rin po sa container. Kung sa plat tayo magtatanim, haluan nyo lang po ng organic materials yung inyong lupa para hindi po mag-compact. Pwede kayong maglagay ng compost, dumi ng hayop, carbonized rice hull, i-mix nyo lang sa plat, then magtatanim na. Sa container naman, best potting mix is 50-50. Ito po yung nire-recommend namin. 50% topsoil o lupa, 50% yung organic materials. Kasi pagka po pure lupa yung ginamit niyo, katagalan tumitigas po yung lupa, makokompak siya, hindi po makapenetrate ng maganda yung ugat. Pangalawa, kung lupa lang yan, kulang po yung nutrients sa inyong container. Kaya nire-recommend po namin 50% organic materials para meron siyang makuwang nutrients. Tip number 4, yung pagdidilig. So, ito pong lettuce ay fast-growing plant. Mas nangangailangan po ito ng maraming tubig. So, hanggat maaari, lagi po natin siyang dinidiligan. Huwag niyo pong hayaan matuyo yung kanyang lupa. Then, gumamit po kayo ng non-chlorinated water. Kung makakaipon po kayo ng tubig ulan, mas maganda. Kung meron po kayong source ng ilog, ng sapa, na deep well, mas maganda. Pero kung hindi po yun available sa inyo, pwede po kayong gumamit ng tap water o yung galing po sa gripo. Ang gawin nyo lang, pasingawin nyo ng 24 hours para maalis po yung chlorine. Then yun po yung gamitin yung pandilig. Tip number 5 is fertilizer. Ang kailangan po ng leafy vegetables na tulad ng lettuce, pechay, mustasa, yung mga fertilizer po na mataas sa nitrogen. Kung kayo po ay gumagamit ng chemical fertilizer or inorganic fertilizer, pwede po kayong gumamit ng urea. So yung nakakatulong po ito para mapalaki po yung mga dahon. Pero po yung mga inorganic o chemical fertilizer, nakadesign po yan sa halaman. So yun po yung pinapaganda niya. Pag gumamit kayo nun, 3 to 5 days lang makikita nyo na yung resulta, lumalaki yung dahon. Pero hindi po siya nakakatulong sa lupa. Ang design niya is para lang sa halaman. Pero kung gusto nyo pong pagandahin yung lupa ninyo at tapos yung lupa naman yung magpapaganda sa tanim ninyo, pwede po kayong gumamit ng mga organic materials. So ano ba yung mga organic materials na mataas po sa nitrogen na pwede natin i-alternative dun sa urea? So pwede po kayong gumamit po ng compost na may mataas po sa nitrogen. So yung mga organic materials dapat na pinapabulok ninyo, yung mga dahon ng kakawate, dahon ng malunggay. So yan po yung mga matataas sa nitrogen. Sa dumi naman ng hayop, yung dumi ng manok, yan po ay mataas sa nitrogen dahil po sa ammonia. So napapaganda po nito yung mga dahon ng ating mga leafy vegetables. Pwede rin po kayo gumawa ng grass clipping tea. So meron po kaming video nito. Ito pong grass clipping tea, yung paggagawa po natin ng tea. Gamit po yung mga damo, tsaka po yung mga dahon na mayaman po sa nitrogen. 3 days lang pwede na natin siyang magamit. So ilalagay ko na lang po yung link sa dulo ng video na to para makita nyo po paano gumawa ng grass clipping tea. Then sa pag-apply po ng fertilizer once a week, twice a week, pwede po natin i-apply para gumanda po yung ating mga tanim. Tip number 6, yung harvest time. So after transplant ng 14 days, bilang po kayo, dapat within 25 to 30 days ma-harvest na po natin siya. Kasi pag pinatagal nyo po yung lettuce, pumapait yung lasa. So kailangan ma-harvest nyo siya within 25 to 30 days. Kung nag-direct planting naman kayo, direct sowing, pwede tayo mag-harvest ng 30 days to 45 days. Pero wag nyo na po isagad ng 45 days. Kung malaki na siya ng 30.
The stock market keeps going up. Cryptocurrencies keep going up. NFTs keep going up. Real estate keeps going up.
30 days, 35 days, pwede nyo po i-harvest. Kasi kapag tumagal, pumapait po yung lettuce. So, hindi nyo po namimit yung quality na lasa ng lettuce. Sa malalamig po na lugar tulad po ng Benguet, Baguio, mas matagal po sila bago maka-harvest. Umaabot po sila ng 3 buwan bago po nila ma-harvest yung kanilang mga tanim na lettuce. Pero dito sa lowland, sa lugar na po na mainit, mas mabilis. 1 month to 1.5 month lang, pwede na tayo makapag-harvest. Tip number 7, yung ating pag-preserve sa mga na-harvest na nating lettuce para tumagal siya ng 7 araw, fresh pa rin. Kasi pagka hindi natin ito na handle ng maayos, mabilis pong mabulok yung mga gulay, no, prutas, pati po itong mga lettuce. So para po ma-maintain natin yung freshness ng ating lettuce, kailangan ay lagay natin siya sa plastic. Kasi lahat po ng mga gulay, prutas, kahit po yung mga dahon na nabubulok sa bakuran, lahat po yan naglalabas ng ethylene gas. So ito yung ethylene gas, yan po yung nagpapabulok sa mga gulay at prutas. Kung may lalagay po natin sa plastic yung mga gulay, no, itong lettuce natin, may lagay natin sa ziplock, na umaalis natin yung hangin, na prevent po natin yung pagpasok ng mga ethylene gas galing din po sa ibang mga gulay at prutas. Kasi pag sinama mo yan sa ibang gulay at prutas, mabilis siyang mabulok kasi nakaka-absorb siya ng mga ethylene gas. So lalagay ko rin po sa dulo ng video na to yung video kung paano po mag-preserve ng mga leafy vegetables tulad ng lettuce. Kung nagustuhan nyo po yung video na to, i-like nyo lang. Sana po tulungan nyo rin kami i-share yung mga information para makatulong po tayo sa iba. Kung meron pa po kayong mga katanungan, mag-iwan lang po kayo ng mensahe sa ibaba at susubukan po namin sagutan isa-isa. Maraming salamat po. Happy farming!
So those are just 7 tips, no, in lettuce production. So do you have any questions or clarifications? No, about lettuce. So sino ba sa yes, yes. Have you tried lettuce before?
Yes, ma'am.
Can you share your experience?
Sa kawayan lang naman sa gibutang, ma'am. Then, naka-layer sila tanan
Asan yung gibutang?
sa kawayan.
Wow. Naka-layer. So with soil
Yes,
na siya.
Yes, ma'am. Vermi, then mga topsoil.
So muna yung i-report sa imong laboratory report.
Dili pod siya, dili pod, ma'am.
So nakailaing report.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so unsa to ka ng ano lang backyard garden tong kawayan?
Yes, ma'am.
Very
Try lang, ma'am.
Sana na ano ni mo noon. Do you still have that one now?
Wala na, ma'am. Nahurot na mo og kaon.
Kaandang. Unsa to nga variety?
Sa nakalimot ko, ma'am.
It's okay. Pero kanang common lang na green. Ang say color?
Violet.
Okay. So, yes. So, sana ano no, naka-picture para mapakita po nimo sa imong mga classmate.
Sayang, wala pa mag-uwi cellphone, ma'am. Pag-or ang cellphone.
Sige, dapat isa ka hektarya imuhang itanong kay para magka-cellphone na ka.
Puhon, ma'am.
Lagi po.
Paano pa natin sa samal?
Sige, pila ka hektarya
Thank you,
din
ma'am.
luto? Sige, thank you.
Among yuta, ma'am.
Mm-mm.
Midya lang.
Medya. Dako na na, oy, pwede na na.
Ma'am, niya magpalit ng go to hectares para ka.
Okay. So hopefully,
Taman.
yes, hopefully. Someday.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yes, thank you. So who else would like to share or you have any question regarding lettuce? Anyone? Okay. So if wala na, so that would be all for this afternoon. So if you have questions later, so i-chat lang ko sa group chat natin. Thank you very much for attending. So sorry kasi I'm also attending webinar at this point. So I have limited time for you. So again, thank you and hope to see you again next time. Bye-bye.